30 and 8.
Isaiah 30. So, all right, Shalom. Okay, first and foremost, we'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rekakadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone will teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful like Akim teaching this truth. All right, to the Bayath Shah, Double Die, the house of David, the men, women, and children listening and learning. All right, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, this is a Man Valley Las Vegas camp. Back with the lesson today, entitled this one a mandatory judgment. Okay, mandatory judgment for you 2/3. Okay, it's a mandatory judgment that Yahweh Hashem Shai, put you to death, rightfully so. Okay, because you have leaned upon Esau's philosophy, this Western philosophy, trusted in this beast system. All right, followed and worshipped other gods. All right, disobeyed the voice of the prophets. All right, and the list continues. All right, but the end all be all of this, no matter what you think is going to happen, that everybody who doesn't believe on Yahweh Hashem Shai, all right, doesn't believe that these prophecies are going to be fulfilled, as this year is the hopeful year that all prophecies are fulfilled.
Oh.
But anybody who doesn't believe that, they're going to die in their unfaithfulness, as Second Idris says. All right. And these times, we're seeing, everything set, to kick off World War III. Ukraine and Russia amping up. These devils is in they summits. That they just had that Davos thing, that a lot of information came out of it. What was it called? Polycrisis.
Yeah.
The year that they deemed this year, the wicked deemed this year polycrisis. All right, multiple cyber attacks are bound to happen.
Okay.
All right, just as Bill Gates, predicted the so-called predicted the pandemic before it even happened.
Yeah.
All right, the same thing going on now. So you could expect that right after they announced the year, what happened? You had Bank of America go up.
Yeah.
All right, and had that psyop happen.
Sure.
Because we know everything's set.
Okay.
For these devils to use order abkeo. But going into you simple-minded 2/3 that believe and trust on this, in them to deliver you, or so that you can deliver yourselves. All right, let's get into the scriptures. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 8, and it reads, "Now go, write it before them in a table, and not and note it in a book, that it may be for the time to come, forever and ever."
Okay. Noted in a book that this is what's going to happen. All right, continue on.
"That this is the rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh."
All right. Yahweh Hashem Shai knew, and as Isaiah was prophesying, that this for forever, for the time being, okay, Israel's going to be a rebellious people. All right, they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to adhere to the law, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh Hashem Shai put in place. All right, and go and write it in this book. This book documents all of it. All the times Israel has went off and followed after other nations, other gods. All right, other systems. All right, go ahead.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 2 and 33. 2 and 33. "Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?"
All right, "Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?" All right, under who does the Israelites, the 2/3 of Israel, that they're seeking love from this devil, man. They're seeking love from this world. All right, and as the scriptures say, love not this world,
nor the things in it.
right? And carnality is enmity with the Most High, but they'll cut off the Most High, all right, and do whatever they can to please this devil or please, the simple, vanity of this world, so they could have some type of status, all right, so they could feel good about themselves, so they could be, quote unquote, somebody, all right. And what do they seek after? They seek after, the same ways of, Esau, or whatever he says is cool, they go and run and do it.
No.
All right. They look for him to be their savior. Go ahead.
It's just like when Esau, when they follow after Esau, they continuously believe not only on this system, but in systems in time past, because they look towards the past, that how Esau has delivered them in their mind for their hope. Here it is. You got Jake saying, there's Jake's at work saying, "Oh man, yeah, the bank is fine." Like, hey, here it is in the news where we have reached the debt ceiling. All right,
Yeah.
as a so-called nation.
Yeah, $31 trillion.
Yeah, $31 trillion. And Jake think, oh, you know what? They just gonna switch the money. Fool. When does anything ever change, especially in finances, where it doesn't affect you and your livelihood in the whole 9 yards?
Okay. Hey, Elder Malcolm was bringing out that article that once these taxes, like around time everybody gets their tax return, so April, they gonna calculate everything that's going on. So they gonna calculate all the debt and so people may not get their tax returns this year.
Okay.
All right, people are gonna start losing money that they actually worked for.
Hey, tax returns. Hey, not only tax returns, you got your 401k.
Yeah, and then that's also what
pensions,
was brought up too, the retirement funds, and
retirement, Social
all that
Security.
stuff might get cut.
Right.
Yeah, and remember that Biden put that law in place last year in October, or not last, 2 years ago in October. All right, so that's something to come. All right, but but yet you continue to try to seek his pleasure for a man that has no love for you.
Right.
All right, a society that has no love for you, because you're the lowest of the low right now, and they look at you as the scum of the earth. No matter if you're a billionaire, no matter if you so-called made it, all right, you still to them a proverb and a byword. And can you hold John 8:44?
Okay.
Continue on.
So, this is Jeremiah 2, continuing 30.
Just start off top.
Yeah, Jeremiah 2 and 33. Why trimmest thou the way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones the way?
Right.
Thy ways?
The wicked ones is this. Hey, as it says, in the 4th chapter in Jeremiah, you have no knowledge to do good, but exceeding, but you're great at being evil. Hey, you have taught the wicked how to be more wicked. All right, and you've led, as what's that in Isaiah? That your leaders cause people to err.
Yeah.
All right, all these people set up to lead Israel always set you up to to go fall into that pit. All right, you go ahead. Then get Jeremiah 16:12.
Right. Okay, this is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 44, and it reads, "Ye are your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speak a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Right.
For he is a liar and the father of it."
And you're gonna read down to 47, but yeah, the 2/3 of Israel, they don't follow after Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. They follow after this devil. They follow after Esau Edom. All right, and they've become just like him and even worse. All right, because they're even in a lower estate with that same amount of pride. All right.
Come. Verse 45. This is book of John, chapter 8 and verse 45.
And just like Esau, Edom, they can't understand this truth.
Okay.
That's why they get offended by it when this word comes out.
Because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? And this is in red, Salakia. Yahweh Shai speaking.
And so because he tell you the truth, y'all don't even want to believe him. All right, that's because you have the same spirit, adverse. You're coming in the spirit of this world. All right, the I self wasn't given to you, ultimately because you're not, of the elect.
It goes further to say, book of John, chapter 8 and verse 47, he that is of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, heareth Yahweh's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of Yahweh.
Right. You're not of the Most High. You're not of the elect. Okay? Some of y'all is terrorists. All right? That's, plain and simple. Hey, you can't get this word because you're not, it wasn't meant for you, man.
Okay.
Because you're, adverse, you're coming in that same spirit that of those 2/3 that said, let this blood be upon, our children's children, or us for generations to come. Act like you have no care about it. You ain't understand the word, so you didn't understand reincarnation. And hopefully, we know that you're going to come back, and see a missile. At the end all be all of it, 2/3 is going to be cut off and die. Get Jeremiah 16
and 12.
And then you wrap Jeremiah 6 and 10, unless you have something else.
Okay.
This is Jeremiah 16 and 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers.
Right. This right now, the 2/3 that is out. All right, they're worse. They are a worse Israelite. They are the worst of the worst right now.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say in Second Esdras? Is that the 9th? No, that's the 15th chapter where it says exceedingly evil. So hey, wickedness is at an all-time high. So the wickedness of these 2/3 is right there with it.
God.
Go ahead.
And the best of the worst.
Right.
Continuing on 12. For behold, ye walk everyone unto the imagination of his own, of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me.
Okay, and you're gonna read down one more, but so you have walked in the ways of your own, demise, to your own demise, after which of your own mind, heart meaning lie, but you followed what you think is best for you, and look where it's gotten you. All right, it may have gotten you a good job, but hey, the brothers on this side of the camera, my brothers teaching this truth, know what that's gonna leave, man. It's this world is only temporary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you sold out for temporary success, all right, or a temporary comfort,
Mm-hmm.
where as Yahweh Bashim Shai says in the scriptures, that the straight gate, that's pretty much what's going to lead to the kingdom, right? Being taking this chastisement, with a smile on your face, so to speak, and actually, learning from it, learning from your mistakes, and continuing to grow in the spirit, that's what's gonna, and having that faith, that's what's gonna deliver you out of these troubling times to come.
Sure.
But y'all don't think about that, man. You stuck on stupid,
Chasing the bag.
trying to get some money, when you ain't gonna be able to use the money, soon to come. As it says in Proverbs the 14th chapter, the ways of of man leadeth to death.
Okay.
Okay, continue on that.
Is Jeremiah 16 and 13. Therefore will I...
Actually, that was it. That was it. I was thinking about Jeremiah 6 and 10.
Okay.
Yeah. But this generation is worse off than previous wicked generations of Israelites before. All right.
God. This is Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 10, and it reads, "To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is uncircumcised, and they cannot hearken. Behold, the word of Yahweh is upon them, it's like a reproach. They have no delight in it."
Right. This word is a reproach unto the wicked of our nation. All right. Who we prophesy to, who we out there on the highways and byways for. First and foremost the elect. We only out there. Well, we out there to give other nations a judgment too. But first and foremost to call the elect. And stir up that remembrance.
Okay.
All right. To repentance and the true name of the Lord. And His only begotten Son. All right. So other than that, all right, we don't really care, if this is a reproach to you, if this offends you, if you feel some type of way, by the truth being spoken. Hey, we're set in defense, all right, meant to, stand our ground. This is what we're fighting for, man. And we have to, hold that ground, no matter what it is, because at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is not going to lighten up because, you feel some type of way. He's not going to say, you know what, this dude, he wasn't that bad after all. No, you don't care. If you don't believe in this judgment, you're going to die by thermonuclear, or if you don't believe in this doctrine, you're going to die by thermonuclear fire, man. Yeah, continue on that.
Continuing on, verse 11, Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 11, and it reads, "Therefore I am full of fury, and I, Yahweh, I am weary with holding in. I will pour out upon the children abroad."
Right, and to simplify that, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is fed up, and disgusted with the wicked of His people. Okay, go ahead.
"And upon the assembly of young men together, for even the husband with the wife shall be taken, and age with him that is full of days."
Right, so everybody's gonna get it, from the elderly to the newborn baby, from that group of men, the women, all right. Everybody's gonna that isn't of the elect. They gonna get this judgment, man. Get Amos 9 and 10, and as it says in Ezekiel, 9 and I believe 6. What did he say? He says, "Slay to those other angels, slay utterly old, young." All right.
Yeah. This is Amos 9 and 10. "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us."
Right, and that's that pride ultimately is what was getting you killed. Too prideful to humble down and listen to His word. All right, it says that they will not prevent me or take me. But that's the end all be all of it. All right, all the sinners are gonna die by the sword. So y'all got anything or?
No, you're hitting the head on the nail.
So that's the mandatory judgment. Because you see the reprobates, and coming out, trying to come out to play, knowing that they're Israelites, but still playing the game to try to fit in with this world. You can't make this word cool. It don't make sense.
It's not a popularity contest.
It's not a popularity contest. We know, if you read the scriptures, you know that it's for a remnant.
God.
All right, but trying to mix this with the world is impossible. You can't mix the word with worldly things. All right, because it's impossible, man.
Hey, that's why Yahweh Shai doesn't. That's one reason why he doesn't use this rap music rock music and all that. That's that Christianity stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Christian rap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Christian rap, Christian rock. Let me bring you in. You know? So
Right.
Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, is not about gimmicks. He doesn't need anything else but his commandment.
Right. Gone. And you know, yeah, everything that we know and need to know is in the book and searching with the you know, searching through diligence. You know, that'll open up your eyes if it's meant for you. Because you can't get it if it's not meant for you.
Oh.
And you know, if it's not meant for you, sadly, well, not sadly because it ain't sad, but you know, for you it's gonna be sad that you know you're gonna see this mandatory judgment. So
I gotta put.
go ahead.
This is going to be Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 19, and it reads, "Do they provoke me to anger, saith Yahweh? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces?" All right, and the confusion of your own face is showing that shame face. All right, you have no shame. You're not showing any shame of your ways. All right, but it's going to confound you. It's gonna lead you into that destruction in that way that is going to hurt the most. All right, now amongst it's Israel first and foremost. All right, and always that you have to continuously consider, because 2/3 of the nation of Israel are going to what? They're going to be shamefaced in the kingdom for a while. All right, anytime that they see the elect, Abarat is aware of that number. All right, there's a certain amount of humility. You're going to think back like, damn, that was me, that nigger. All right, that humility, and it's a different type of humility that the 2/3 will have than the 1/3, but all will fall under humility under Yahweh Shai. It's just, hey, were you willing to give up this life?
And they gonna confusion of face when they see the elect get beamed up, you know, and they being left out. Like, who the hell is this? Because you know the 2/3 see it, they thinking like, you know, LeBron, Jay-Z, and Beyonce gonna get beamed up. You know, people that have a stature of this world.
All
right. Well, they don't even believe that people gonna get beamed up.
Right. They believe that that's the end all be all.
That's it. If you know if they knew, you know, what salvation really was and what it came to, they would think of people of high stature, you know, that actually did something on this earth did. But you know, that's gonna be a confusion. They gonna be confused when they getting burnt up. You know, when their eyes getting melted into they right, and they faces getting, you know, their mouths getting burnt up.
Okay.
You know, then you gonna, you know, you're gonna be confused when the so-called bums of this world, you know, the prophets, you know, are doing better than you in Jacob's trouble. Okay, but that's, you know, all the Lord, you know, Lord willing to be of that number. All right, so we're gonna close out. Give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh. All right, to the next one. Say shalom.
Shalom.